Lake District or the Peak District. So you can't decide which one is better. There's only one way to find out. Let's get to the list. Number 5. Location. The Lake District is located in the county Cumbria, which is in the northwest of England at just under 600,000 acres. The Lake District is England's largest national park. It got its national park status in 1951. In 2017, it was granted UNESCO World Heritage Site status. The Lake District is very easy to get to if you're wanting to arrive by train. The West Coast Main Line runs to the east of the lakes, connecting Oxenholme, Penrith and Carlisle with London and Glasgow. The Peak District is mostly located in the county of Derbyshire, which is in the middle of England. The Peak District is the UK's first ever national park, back in 1951. The park is broadly split into two: the higher, wilder, dark peak to the north, and the much gentler and more pastoral white peak to the central and southwest, and is spread out over 355,000 acres and spans the counties of Derbyshire, Cheshire, Staffordshire, Yorkshire and Greater Manchester. Number 4. Things to do. What to expect. The Peak District has some of the purest natural mineral water in the world and is famous for brands including Buxton and Ashbourne. Peak District reservoirs supply surrounding towns and cities with 450 million litres of water each day. Each year, that's equivalent to a shower for the world's entire population. Peak District has the rolling hills where you can ride your bike through trails and see the glorious surroundings. There are lots of wildlife to see. If you're lucky, you may encounter the adder, but you are more likely to encounter it in the Lake District. Scientists suggest the adder will go up in number. The adder is the UK's only venomous snake. The adders have a few predators, buzzards and hedgehogs. Since the population of hedgehogs is in decline, the snake population is increasing. The Lake District has only one lake that can be classed as a true lake, that is the Bathurst-Waite Lake, situated in the north of the region near Keswick. There are 16 listed names of bodies of water in the Lake District. Wastwater is the deepest lake in England with a staggering depth of 243 feet. On the other hand, there are 4 Michelin-starred restaurants in the Lake District. But local food is good too. The Cumberland sausage is better for your health, mind and soul. Number 3. Cost. Peak District is cheaper depending upon where you want to stay. This also depends upon where you are travelling from. If you are travelling from London, Peak District is nearer. It also depends on the transport you will use to get there. My recommendation is to drive there to have the best experience, but if you can't, then you can travel via train or use a National Express, a coach bus service. The Lake District is more expensive as it is popular with tourists. With so much to see and do and so much to explore, it's no wonder that over 16 million people visit the Lake District every year, whereas the Peak District gets around 13 million people. Still a mighty number. Before you go there, think about hotel costs. In the Lake District, a single room will cost you around £65 off-peak, whereas in the Peak District it's cheaper. The cheapest you can get for around £20. If you're stingy, you can rent a shed. Both areas charge for parking, and if you decide to visit in the winter, please be careful as the roads are slippery and it gets dark very quickly. Number 2. Where to stay. Now, where to stay for the Lake District? Windermere. This town has been attracting holidaymakers since 1847, and the tradition is not dying out anytime soon. You'll find everything you want, including a wide choice of accommodation, shops, pubs and restaurants. Next, Ambleside. This small village is in the heart of the lakes, which is a great base for exploring the region. There is a fantastic selection of activities and facilities, including restaurants, pubs, 2 cinemas, and the famous Stagshaw Gardens. Then you have Kendal. This market town is located on the southern border of the Lake District. It's packed with shopping, dining, and sightseeing. It also offers easy access to hiking trails. It's a great place if you're looking for the best of both worlds. And finally, Keswick, which is one of the largest towns in the lakes. Keswick is a fabulous place if you want to explore the northern lakes. There is a large range of accommodation as well as plenty of outdoor equipment shops. The peaks of Helvellyn, Skiddaw and Scafell are nearby, as well as Derwentwater. And now for the Peak District. First, Bakewell is a market town home to the delicious Bakewell pudding. Full of charm, it's one of the best Peak District towns. Next, Buxton. Although not only in the Peak District, Buxton is surrounded by it on 3 sides and is an excellent base for exploring. This power town has all the amenities you need. Then Castleton is next to Mamtor. This village is an ideal base for walkers who also like climbing and seeing spooky caves. There are a great selection of delicious tea rooms. And finally, Eyam. This village is famous for conquering the Black Plague in the 17th century. Eyam is steeped with history. You'll also find a selection of cottages and inns there. Camping is one of the best ways to experience the peaks and the lakes, and there are several campsites in the areas. It's important to note that while the camping isn't permitted anywhere in the peaks without prior permission from the landowner, because the traveler community have been causing mayhem in and around those places for years. The farmers are armed with a gun. Since self-defense is against the law in the UK, they may not act, but you may hear some warning shots. Tread lightly and be nice to the local people. In the Lake District, though camping is not recommended as it rains a lot, but the Peak District is warmer and does not rain as often in the summer months. Number 1. Things to do. The Peak District is known for its quality of accommodation. It is most popular with walkers, hikers, rock climbers, and almost every other outdoor activity including horse riding, pony trekking, caving and camping, hang gliding, hot air ballooning, canoeing, sailing, fishing and cycling. The Peak District has an array of caves and caverns, carved by natural waterways and human mining. Make sure to visit the Heights of Abraham by a cable car and see the wonderful surroundings. The Lake District is known for having the biggest mountain, Scafell Pike, and the deepest lake, Wastwater, in England. What more do you want? You can hire a boat or take a boat cruise. You can swim around the lakes, hire bikes, or have your own and roam around the trails alone or with your family and friends. You can climb, balance and jump off a cliff into the water. You can experience your first predator watch by walking with wolves in eyesight. At night, the sky shows its lamps, and sometimes, if you're lucky, you will see the northern lights. You can watch the RAF jets buzz past you into the horizon. You can learn paragliding, take a bus around towns, even take a short steam train between towns. If you want to visit one place, choose the Lake District. If you cannot make a decision, visit both. And that's all, folks. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe. See you next time.